Instant reaction to the AFC Championship just played. New England at Denver, and got some thoughts for you guys on this game. I'll go through the timeline of the game too. Starting off, Denver looked pretty sharp. Stidham completes that bomb right away, and I'm thinking, wow, can Sean Payton pull this off with with a backup quarterback? And they get it going right away, and they finish the drive, get it 7-0 instantly. And all New England does in the first quarter is punt, punt, punt. And I'm thinking, okay, this could be a lot tougher of a game than I was thinking for New England. And it never really was easy, but obviously in the second quarter, the momentum started to shift a little bit. Stidham makes the absolute disaster play, throwing a lateral pass that for some reason the refs blew dead. I thought that was kind of a let it play out before you blow the whistle situation, but it didn't end up mattering, thankfully. New England May ran in a touchdown a couple plays later, so instead of it being a fumble six, Drake May gets a rushing touchdown, but that makes it 7-7. Also, in that second quarter, the Broncos had a chance to kick a field goal to make it 10-0, and they elected to go for it on 4th and 1 and got stopped. And that was really when the momentum shifted from Denver to New England, and that happened before the disaster play that Stidham made that ultimately created a tie ball game. And at the end of the second quarter, the field goal kickers exchanged missing 50-plus yard field goal attempts within the last minute of the first half. Moving on to the second half, New England comes out with a 9.5-minute drive, just running the ball 7 straight times, capped off with Drake May running a 28-yarder, and New England basically controlled the whole clock in the second half, and that drive was symbolic of them controlling the clock in that second half. So they also missed a field goal on that in that quarter. New England missed a field goal off of it was a 46-yarder, and that was right after they drew up that flea flicker that May completed. And I thought, oh wow, that was big time, as the weather was starting to turn for the worse. But like I said, they missed the field goal after that, so they weren't able to capitalize on it. And they are leading 10-7 after the third quarter because of that great 9.5-minute drive that ended in a field goal. And we move on to the fourth quarter, and it's basically New England just playing super conservative, thinking, Denver, you cannot beat us. The way the weather conditions have played out to be wind and snow, all that fun stuff. And it really kind of determined how that game played out for the last quarter and a half. So you'd like it to not be that way necessarily, but those are the breaks. I mean, it would have been worse if it was in New England, because there's a lot more snow in New England right now than there is in Denver. So I guess it doesn't really matter where the game was played, but just interesting how weather plays that big of a factor into it. So May has a very uneven performance. Did not throw for hardly any yards, 10 of 21, 86 yards passing, but where he made up for it is rushing. He had 65 yards on the ground, including that rushing touchdown and a couple of critical third down rushes as well. So Another interesting note, Vrabel becomes the first guy ever as a player and a coach of the same team to make a Super Bowl. That's kind of fascinating. One hell of a job he's done, along with Josh McDaniels. And despite Drake May in these playoffs and not being very good, I expected him to be better today. But obviously, it's never easy on the road in the playoffs, and the weather in the second half certainly made it worse. But he definitely did not play up to the level that he played this season, I would say. I think that's safe to say. Final again, 10-7. New England over the Broncos. So New England back in the Super Bowl once again. 12th trip. Now we got Rams at Seahawks coming up next. Enjoy that game, guys.